I was 13 when it happened. My name's Kevin, and to this day, I don't know how to explain what I saw in that mall. It happened in 2009 in a small town outside Calgary, Canada. Our local mall had been dying for years. More than half the stores were closed. The only thing left that interested kids was the arcade in this weird old toy store tucked in the corner. The place was called Tiny Treasures. Even the sign looked like it hadn't been updated since the early 90s. But it had one of those display windows with animatronic teddy bears that moved their heads every few seconds, and a huge papier-mâché clown that always seemed to be looking right at you. Everyone at school thought it was creepy. I thought it was cool, until the day it swallowed my cousin.
Chapter 1. The Dare.
It was the first week of summer break. My cousin Jordan was visiting from Alberta. He was 11, always trying to prove he wasn't scared of anything. We were walking through the empty food court, drinking slushies, daring each other to mess with the creepy store window. He looked at me and said, "Bet you won't go inside." I laughed, said, "It's just a store." But then he said something that still makes my skin crawl. "I heard if you go all the way to the back, you can hear kids crying." I asked him where he heard that. He said he didn't remember, which was strange, because he just arrived that morning.
Chapter 2. The Store.
We went in. The lights were flickering, like old fluorescent tubes that hummed louder than they should. The cashier wasn't at the front desk. Actually, now that I think about it, there was no one at all. The aisles were narrow and dusty. Some toys looked like they hadn't been touched in decades. Knockoff action figures, sun-faded doll boxes, board games from the 70s. There was this smell, like dry plastic and something sour. Jordan wandered toward the back. He kept whispering something. At first I thought he was singing, then I realized he was saying the same phrase over and over. "They're still in there, they're still in there, they're still in there." I told him to stop being weird. He didn't answer. He turned a corner into a back hallway I'd never noticed before. Behind the toy shelves, past some old playhouses, there was a curtain, like a theater curtain, torn, moldy. He walked through it. I ran after him. When I pulled it back, he was gone. No hallway, no door, just a solid wall.
Chapter 3. The Disappearance.
I ran through the store yelling his name. No one answered. I ran out panicking and found a janitor walking by. He looked at me like I was crazy. I told him my cousin was inside. He looked at the toy store, then back at me and said, "That place has been shut for weeks, kid. You can't go in there." I tried to show him, but when we got back, the gate was down, the lights were off. It looked closed. I swear to God, we were just in there together.
Chapter 4. No one believed me.
They searched the mall. Cameras didn't show anything, not even me and Jordan walking in. It was like the footage skipped 20 minutes. The police asked me the same questions over and over. Even my parents didn't know what to believe. Eventually, it was ruled a missing child case. No evidence, no suspects, no Jordan. I had nightmares for years. In one dream, I'm walking through that toy store alone. Everything is dark. The toys are moving without batteries, and I hear crying, faint, echoing. I follow the sound, and I find the curtain again. This time, when I pull it back, there's a hallway, lined with shelves of old toys, hundreds of them, all turned toward me. And Jordan is at the end, facing the wall, whispering, "They're still in there."
Chapter 5. Years later.
I'm 29 now. I don't go near malls, especially that one. But 2 months ago, I passed it while visiting my hometown. It was fenced up, scheduled for demolition. Out of curiosity, or maybe guilt, I parked across the street and just stared at it. Then I saw something in the old toy store window, just for a second. The lights flickered. The animatronic bear turned its head, and behind it, I swear, I saw a child's face, pressed against the glass, mouth open, eyes wide. Then it was gone.